Hello and welcome to a Galerius Might League set. We've got Protectors of Yggdrasil and Spaced Out fighting each other. This week, week 2, this is gonna be a great set. We start off with some normal bands. We do see a Kali band though, and a Shiva band, followed by a Thoth band. I am joined today by Cat Monster.
Hello.
And unofficially, Mr. Nacho.
Hello.
From his
It's interesting to see that there's no Cleo ban yet.
Surely it gets banned third.
First pick. It should be here. Yeah.
There you go. It did get banned in the end.
Atlas is left open and it's what they go to. First pick for Alyssa playing support, I believe. Will be interesting to see how she pilots the Atlas. And on the other side, Geb. Pretty okay matchup. Probably loses pressure early compared to Atlas, but not a bad pick.
Being able to cleanse that Atlas grab from decent range is very good.
Yeah, definitely. And Loner as well. Just good pressure and overlay allows. I believe it'll be Roosteroo Rice. It'll allow Rice to sort of out pressure most lanes, if not like all.
Yeah, we do see the Bologna pick that can be flexed into the jungle or the solo, and then we have the Geb pick, which is a pretty safe pick. You can't really go wrong with a Geb. Has great setup, has great peel, kind of a well-rounded support pick. We have the Atlas, who is just Atlas. He does his thing. We do see a Sununos pick. Earlier this week, we did see Mr. Nacho pop up in the Sununos.
Wow.
Very, very strong guy.
Interested to see though that Fredis is not on his signature Charybdis pick. It is open, and he is really sort of renowned for that pick. But Kurnos, I think, decent right now. His CC ult is just always valuable in team fights. Decent lane matchups, like the addition of the cripple to his 2 has just sort of given life to this ADC, which has been out of the meta for so long.
Yeah, as we wait for the third pick for Protectors of Yggdrasil, we do see a Nemesis hovered over. Now be for Ghost Rider 62, I believe he's playing. Yeah, he is. He's playing today over Drex Queen.
Pretty not the best into Bologna, but
yeah,
probably
don't pick that into
can provide
if I was picking
pretty good
here,
damage.
I would say put the Bologna in jungle and pick an RDO for the solo lane here.
Yeah, I mean, flex is just, it's so valuable to have, and obviously Bologna provides it. We do see a Yanis pick up here.
We have some quirky picks going into these pick and bans.
Yeah, I don't know if I
might just be a comfort pick for the mid laner of
I mean, Yanis is very good at getting away. Very good at rotating.
He does farm really well.
Exactly, you can get that hyper farm going. Can be at every camp, every spawn time basically. There's a lot of mobility.
I think it really facilitates heavy dive comps. I think that's Yanis' sort of strongest area, and I think we'll have to see the last 2 pickups, see if we get an Apollo. Do see a Yu Huang hover, that is Troll. He is not available yet, but maybe if they look
Nacho, your mic is nuts.
Yeah, your mic is going crazy right now, Nacho. Guys just grafting and casting.
Yeah, we do. They could pick the Yu Huan if they want to, I guess. It's fine. I don't actually have Yu Huan available in my pick and ban thing, so I can't even show it. So we out here. We'll hover your emoji, why not?
They are really griefing us right now.
I'm absolutely trolling the production team right now.
I think the best thing for the spaced out comp here is if they look to continue the sort of dive they could go for. I think Geb really good at burning the beads. Like obviously Blinkle is all such a good engage, and I think it'll make that dive way easier. Kabrak can pick though.
We do see
Really
the
good
Kabrak
into this
pick.
comp.
Yeah, very good. You know, Xenos doesn't have a way out of the ultimate, Atlas doesn't, and Nemesis doesn't. Yeah, I'd love to see a fight like an Odin as well. That would have been a great pick as well. Just, you know, use the geometry offered by, you know, changing the geometry of the map, as one American would say. Very OP. Just putting up those walls and being trapped into the combo of Kabrakan hurts a lot. Especially if that's both, well, it could be a jungle or solo. Both of those below the Kabrakan picks.
Again, the value of flex, it just makes it so much harder. Like they've still got their solo laner to pick the side of spaced out, so be interesting to see what they pick here. Xingqian. That's a good, decent matchup into Bologna. I think the main issue is that sort of loses out on pressure. And Taka, Anubis, that is wild.
Yeah, the thing is with the Xingqiang solos that you're kind of like saying, okay, you win the lane, that's okay, I will just stall the lane. That's kind of like what that pick is. It's kind of like, you know, what that pick is. You're not going to really win the lane. If you do, then someone's trolling.
Come late game, if he's not also getting Gib with these ults, that Gib cleanse, and now this Chiron cleanse as well is going to be insane. They're not going to be able to really lock down anybody.
Yeah, definitely. The Chiron last pick here, it just, against the Xingqian, it really allows their team to just feel a bit safer against the engage. I think for the rest of the team, it's mainly single target CC. You've got the Kernanos ult, but sort of late game without the setup and sort of lockdown that the rest of the comp really lacks. I think it's going to be hard to constantly get the multi-man polymorphs, which it brings to the table.
Yep. And both backliners having CC immune ults and beads, and then the double cleanse is going to just make it really difficult to really lock down anybody.
I think the main thing that their team should look for is around mid, just looking to brawl. I think obviously Anubis is incredible for like just brawl comps and just killing people in that early game before like lifesteal or anti-heal, sorry, gets stacked on you. But and obviously the objective sort of presence that he brings, like being able to shred objectives.
Oh, I've messed up something. You. Yeah, that was it. Gotcha. No problem. Easy. Yeah, we've transitioned on the stream. We should have at least. You know me. You know me, always trolling. I'm not trolling and I'm not streaming. If I'm never not streaming a game, it's because I don't feel like trolling today. That's all. No other reason. Yeah, we do go into this game. We have a, you know, with Yggdrasil, we got Cookie Monster, Ghost Rider, Takane, Alyssa, Fredus, you know, a Cookie Monster and Lion in the solo lane. We got Ghost Rider 62 and Big Man Jesus in the solo, in the jungle even. Takane 4, Ginger in the mid, Boosteroo, Alyssa in support, and outzone Fredus in ADC. We'll go into this. Let's see how both teams do. This Boosteroo does get knocked up by Alyssa here on the Atlas little pull there. know what's interesting to me is that they picked the Anubis after seeing like the Bracken on the other team. That's insane to me. You see Ghost 62 in the dual lane right now, jumping onto Outso. Outso gonna get away just fine. Rooster Roo may be in trouble though. Hits the magic show and great knockup, but maybe just too much. Fredis gets the kill onto Rooster Roo there. First blood going to protect the Yggdrasil. Oh, you can't. I'm trolling. Hang on. Wait, what? Hang on, bro. People can't hear you. No, I don't troll, not me. Alright, Matt, you can be heard now.
Thank God I'm free.
You can be
Love to
heard.
see it.
He totally
Yeah,
hasn't been talking, it's fine.
Yeah, I was casters blank, you know.
Exactly.
Can't all be good as printers, you know, unfortunately.
I just wanted to
Decent
talk
bet.
so much, I just wanted you to shut up, so I just, muted you basically.
Yeah, I know. Rightfully so. I do just waffle. Good.
Good Geb
cleanse
shields, by
there.
the way. That's
Yeah.
what we've been seeing by Rooster, even this early in the game, is those good Geb shields to get that cleanse on to Outso, who keeps getting caught out by Atlas Pool.
Strangely, I'm quite surprised that Taka hasn't opted for the blink, you know. I think with the sort of comp they've got, I think they can get like if he just blinks on the Janus, like he can get such good like beads burn, just blinking the threat of the ult. I think it allows for Xingqian, even though he's sort of lacking in pressure, I think the acknowledgement that he's not going to win lane and make more impact in the team fights, he can just freely rotate
Big
once
man,
them beads
she's
are burned.
almost getting caught out there, but Ginger are putting up a portal. Get him away.
Good portal there from Ginger.
Yeah, Anubis is one of those picks, as you see Big Man Jesus getting pulled here. It might go down.
Good.
2-0 for Yggdrasil.
Yeah, good collapse there onto Big Man Jesus. Really good pull by Alyssa as well, and the ability to follow up by Taka there. It's just really good stuff.
Yeah, Alyssa playing very well in this early game, getting a lot of good pulls. Yeah, but Anubis is one of those picks where you kind of have to be aggressive and try and get that early lead, otherwise you're not going to do much, and he's done well so far, picking up that kill onto Big Man Jesus.
Definitely, they're really making use of this sort of brawl comp. I mean, with how Alyssa's been piloting this Atlas so far, I mean, Marsh would be proud at home, you know, Melissa, the infamous couple.
Gotta rep the Melissa duo.
Yeah, our sponsor of the league.
Yeah, sponsored a whole season.
GSL's power couple, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm sure Marsh will be happy about that one.
Yeah, Marsh is definitely cheering from the stands right now.
Yeah, definitely.
See how Space Down can bounce back from this little early deficit. Not too much on the gold, 400. It's a humble amount. It's just, the kills and a bit of pressure. As we do see, like, the solo laners. Looks like Liner has most of the pressure for the most part. And the duo lane of Spaced Out are very pressured out of the game so far. And also, the mid's like, 50-50 right now. So it'll be interesting to see how this game flows.
The one good thing about Anubis and Janus, I mean, it can really go either way. Like, Anubis has this ability to also just keep farming up with his damage over time, just especially against like camps, for example. Like, he just can burst them camps down so fast. But at the same time, Janus into Anubis, I mean, Anubis has got a regular ability where he roots himself. It allows that portal to be used offensively, like for
This
burst.
is gonna get caught out here, a bit out of position, not sure why. And this is just ate about 3 ultimates there. Just a bit out of position. Not sure why she was pathing around there, but that's okay. You know, just 1 kill. Preferably not get it, but Fredus could be caught out here by Big Man Jesus. He may just be us. The beat's going out. Good ultimate.
Good ult there.
Good
Really
ultimate to peel himself out of that situation. You see Liner getting ganked here by Ghostwriter 62. Is going to use Roman and Victor to get out of that. It's good pressure by Ghostwriter 62 to, you know, relieve some of that pressure from Cookie Monster there.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't try timing that.
Yeah, maybe they
God.
definitely could have.
Gold Fury wasn't pulled there. Jungler on the right side of the map, you poked out the ADC.
Oh, Nacho, you know that's our team. You know, that's our team's move. Being aware, playing the map like pussies, you know. That's our thing. It's...
God, wow, Printer's on a mad one today. Unprofessional term used.
It's okay, I'll suspend myself from casting.
Yeah, damn.
I had a bit of a brain fart fluff, that's all.
A brain fart fluff, yeah?
Yes, a brain fart fluff.
A good one.
Tick that one off the checkbox, the little list.
To be fair, I'm not personally that surprised that the team spaced out went towards Gold Fury there. I mean, Giannis at this stage of the game, I just think that fight around Gold Fury, even a player down, I think the threat of Anubis early game compared to a Giannis, like, I just think it's such a big risk to sort of take in that stage of the game. Like, if he gets a good or like any good CC or setup, he could just obliterate half their team.
Yeah, Giannis definitely has that potential. Those ones who's around here.
Good
This is
milking here. I mean,
Yeah.
they're really being uncontested. Surprised they didn't go for more, honestly.
I would want me. Ghostwriter does have. Ghostwriter has a lot of farm on the map right now. You can be doing instead of this, but you know, you gotta keep your support safe, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Does
that,
still basically the scepter there as well. That's pretty huge.
yeah,
For
they just got it. I
Yggdrasil.
think it's about, is it 375 team gold?
A lot of gold, you know, and you
feel
got
like
the
that's the number.
scepter. It's pretty good. This is gonna try the path over to out, so nothing coming out of that. Big Man Jesus was, I think he was caught out in the jungle a little bit there, but not for long. Not much going on right now. We're just mostly farming. This Takani does get stunned by Big Man Jesus there. Nothing coming out of that though. Looks like they're walking around Golfy, maybe looking to gank Fredus here. As they're in the very deep into the jungle right now. Yeah, it looks like Takane's right there. It's unaware of the situation. A huge Kabakin ult could be coming up. Kabakin opting not to ult.
Yggdrasil.
I'm surprised he decided to hold the Kraken.
Yeah, I'm surprised he
What an
didn't
incredible
ult
use
earlier.
of the Giannis portals there. My goodness. That was really good there from Big Man Jesus. Oh, that's a huge
Shinjo actually
ult though,
can
and
get
it's
the
on
pull
my
out. Big Man Jesus should go down here. Also, does use purification beads to get away from Alyssa there. Good rotations by Fredus there to get that
Fredus.
kill.
He's doing incredible this game. 3-0 right now. I mean, this just makes... Their carries are collectively 5-1. I think they should really start looking for these Gold Furies now. I think the way they've crafted this comp, it's going perfectly in their favor for the early game. I think they should really start to push their leads by looking for these objectives. But Pyro is also up now as well. So, and again, this Anubis being where he is on the map, it just allows for... Yeah, I think it just looks for either objective just to be burned instantly without them even knowing it.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not a lot of objective play going on right now.
Alright, lunch break is over. I'm out of here.
Nacho is out of here. Have fun with work, nerd.
Working, honestly.
Honestly,
Yeah, I know, kinda cringe to be fair.
very cringe. Not much going on so far. I'm very surprised that like there's not been a Pyromancer yet or a Gold Fury contest. Like anyone. No one's really contesting for the major objectives right now.
Longer this game goes on, the worse it gets for Yggdrasil, honestly. And it's, you know, I'm quite shocked they haven't looked for something this early.
Yeah, the late game's gonna be interesting for sure. You have Giannis online, have the solos for rotating. Yeah, Xinjiang in the solo. That's a lot of setup potential of that, but what's at the end of it? A Anubis ult? A Sun ult, hopefully? That's if, you know, they are available to capitalize on that setup.
Yeah, it can definitely burst like the front line down with that back line. I think the longer this game, I mean, Geb scales incredibly well, Yanis scales incredibly well, and so does Kabrakan if he's going the full power build, which it does look like he is going into a Doom Orb now.
Looks like
So
Linus rotating here towards this Golf here. Looks like we'll have a Golf Fury fight here. You know, just seeing what's around. Lion does.
Xinjiang's
Just
still in
this.
solo. Looks like he's on his way across
Guess
now.
that stops the back of the liner there. Not much coming out of it. 3 pointless rotation by liner there. Maybe a miscommunication or something.
They definitely could have looked to take that fight there. Let's have a look. Yeah, 2 bits of anti-heal online now for Altso and for Ginger Archer. Whether they'll be able to consistently apply it to the Anubis, I don't know, given that they are backlining. Yanis, decent range, but being consistently able to get into that backline, I don't know, given this part of the game. Just grouping in mid here. Alyssa quite poked out, gonna have to be careful there.
Let's get stopped by the archers back in there.
Briefed by the archers. Blue buff coming up. Is Lino looking for it? No, she backs off.
Yeah, Lino just opting to go for his mana buff there. Maybe also wants to fight here, fight Fredus here. Just trying to get some poke onto him. Does get a fair bit. I think to engage on. Just yeah, the Cernunos ult is very like a big threat to dive into. Just dropping that at his feet if you dash into him is not fun.
Yeah, if you'd have a look at the builds here as well, Fredus has opted to go for Ichabel, so he's looking for these sort of 1v1 fights against Chiron, which I'm quite surprised he's opted for that build. I think that 1v1, I think if things get rough for Chiron, I think Chiron just has so much safety and ability to get out of there that it's hard to actually confirm these 1v1 kills. I think I would personally opt for a more late game build around the Devourer's Gauntlets and just the ability to shred the front line. 2 Guardians on the side of Spaced Out and the Bologna, obviously.
Liner getting a huge run of Fictor there to secure the kill and goes to 62. It seems to be just a bit out of position there. Did get ditched by Cookie Monster a little bit, but yeah, it was just hanging around a bit too long for not much reason.
I think they need a bit more ward coverage around there, but all 3 of them just sort of collapsed onto him, which is unfortunate. Farming up, not much happening. A grouping around with Gold Fury, actually, it looks like. Sort
yeah. Just portaling in. Great. Good ultimate by Roosteroo. Nothing coming on the end of it, though, except some good pressure to maybe pull this Gold Fury.
Yeah, I mean, half of the team seem unaware. They're moving towards it now, but look, half HP, not too bad. This is there.
Spaced Out do get the Gold Fury. Fredus very low. The Carne pouring down Lion's health bar there. Lion goes down to Ghost at 62 and the others, Xinjiang's still in solo lane. Meanwhile.
Yeah, he's just keeping that farm up. Not too bad, honestly, on the side of Yggdrasil to get those 2 kills in return. But again, I think just with how their comps being built. I honestly think they should have looked for these objectives way earlier.
Absolutely, you definitely need to be looking at those gold views, especially if you had that early lead that they did have, and they still do have a little bit of a lead. But 1,000 gold, not much, but you know it's something.
Definitely, I think we're getting into the stages. Yeah, like of the game now, it's becoming less and less sort of crucial. I think Geb will be into maxing his shield now. I think Janus probably gonna get his third item online soon. I think it just gets harder and harder for the team of Yggdrasil to really sort of push their lead now. All looking for a pyro, backs off though. Bracken is half health though. I honestly think we should look for it. Have got regrouped. Alyssa coming now as well. Frenzy is down, but
Remember, Victor coming. That was like a quadruple. Remember, Victor, Big Man Jesus getting the kill on Takane 4 there. Alyssa's slowed. It goes for a 6-2. It's very out of it. Great portals by Ginger Archer to get Big Man Jesus over there.
that was huge by Archer there. Looks like he got a multi-man through space and time. Like, really good use of his ult there. Let's have a look on the map. Ward coverage again doesn't look the best for the side of Yggdrasil around that pyro there. I think compared, like, if you look at the secures on both teams, I think you do need to have that ward coverage just to sort of guarantee, like, Janus coming in and doing exactly what he just did.
Absolutely.
Really good play there.
Do you see the ward counts? You know, 2 wards for Shintian, you got 5 on the Ibis. Not the highest amount of wards on side of Potato Yggdrasil, but you know, it can improve. We see the player damage. You know, we got the fake solo lane damage in online there. We got big, you know, Ginger Archer doing big man things. Very interesting game so far. Cookie Monster ulting Outso here could get the kill into Outso. They're gonna throw everything into that. Big Man Jesus is gonna go down here by Takane 4, get another kill there. Ginger Archer gonna get away. Roosteroo may not be so fortunate. Roosteroo does go down to Cookie Monster there. That's a good little turnaround by Texas Yggdrasil there. He's gonna go for the speed buff as he should.
Honestly, though, again with the scaling point, I mean, Outso honestly should have been dead to rights there. Geb shield, just a huge shield, but somehow kept him alive after being Jing thrown into an Anubis and a Kernanos. Honestly, this Geb is such a good pick. Like, just a way you can keep people alive like that.
Yeah, Geb is a huge pick in Pillin for his team here. So far, he's had some insane Geb cleanses. Finally, we're seeing some warts on Fire Giant. Maybe around that time in the game where we're starting to see some fights around the Fire Giant. Everybody's getting their builds online. Starting to see our first level 20s shortly. So far, no anti-heal on Liner there. But we are seeing anti-heal on Big Man Jesus, Archer, everyone else actually.
Yeah, Geb's picked up a Pestilence now. Also bought his Brawler's Beat Stick really early into the game.
I'd imagine Liner would pick up a Toxic Blade after that Spirit Robe. On the side of Protector Yggdrasil, you know. I'm not liking the Nemesis build so much, but you know, not the worst idea.
I've personally, my opinion on Nemesis, the build specifically, is I just think auto attack items in general on junglers are fairly weak right now. I think stone cutting, in particular, I mean, hasn't been a core staple of like auto attack builds since like early sort of last year, where the sort of Osiris was a prominent jungle pick, going into that sort of stone cutting void shield.
Yeah, they did get that nerf on the passive protections. Yeah, I love you gotta pick up Hydras on Nemesis. It's just too good not to pick up on her. You know, you got the instant
on the game.
Exactly, literally instant like double tap.
I just think the ability
Victor
items
coming
and
out of
combos.
liner there. Roosteroo with a huge Gebbo. And huge portal as well to get the front line spotted
Really good
in
synergy
space.
there.
Big
And
Man
yeah,
Cheetah's
Alyssa
getting
goes
the
down.
kill onto Alyssa as they rotate towards the Fire Giant, and not much Yggdrasil can do right now. They're gonna have to back and get those health bars back. Goes for 62 maybe. Might be able to, if they even know that it's happening. Maybe they will maybe he will try to get some face and vision onto this Fire Giant. Lion is right there. Lion's gonna see Ghost Rider 62. They do see each other.
Looks like
Lion's
he
not
got
gonna...
pinged out as well there. I think this is a main issue though for Yggdrasil. I think through the game they've really needed to have the
Ghost Rider's
initiative on
getting very
these.
close to this Fire Giant. Doesn't steal it, but Anne goes down. Cookie Monster here as well. Not gonna get anything out. Spaced Out opting to just back away and take, you know, the golden XP that comes with it. They have a 4,000 gold lead right now. I'm sure there's plenty of gold in hands right now. Yeah, well,
20,
quite a few.
2,500 on out, so that can go into... What would you be looking to go into here actually? Probably another ability item?
Definitely gonna be looking at their start item upgrades for sure. I'm sure that's what the
Oh
Lion's
yeah,
going
he's
into
20
there.
now. Could go into the Jotuns as well. He's only got 10% CDR in that build right now. He's got a full ability build. Chiron could do with that CDR. Like, cooldowns aren't the longest, but I think the way his sort of damage is applied with how his kit synergizes, it's just nice to have as many abilities up as possible.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe it would have been built a bit earlier, but I mean, you gotta get that percent pen online, you know, around the mid game. Otherwise, she's gonna get stomped a little bit. Ferris getting pressured out as we see Spaced Out maybe looking to siege down the left, the dual side of the map.
Lena has actually opted for a spirit robe as well. I've just seen in her build, which is it's an interesting item. I think it's got its niches for sure. I'm surprised she picked it up, honestly. But
I
I
think
think
Spirit
with
Rope's quite of a, you know, quite, you know, a good option for the 5th item slot and the
yeah,
6th.
not the most expensive item, but it's sort of and its statistics pretty good. I think the main sort of contentious point around Spirit Robe is like the effectiveness of the passive, how much it can be applied, and they have got a decent amount of CC in the backline. Obviously, Anubis stun. You've got the Cernanos forms CC, so
Yeah,
could be valuable.
seeing them siege down right. E2 on solo side right now. Taking the time to go into the tower. Maybe wait for a wave that's not coming. Lion does
Just
opt
going
to go
straight for it.
into it.
Interesting Gebel from Rice.
Did he out there? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that was interesting to say the least. They're gonna back off now. They lack that sort of hard engage.
Yeah, very
Yeah, that was
hesitant there. Just to take the T2. Like, it's free. You have your fire. You have your free pass of a T2. Not sure exactly what they were waiting for, but they do get it. They're taking the jungle with them. What are your thoughts on the game so far?
not that. I'm quite impressed with some of the sort of early team play from Yggdrasil. I just sort of wish that they would have gone towards more objectives and try and force out more fights around those objectives, sorry. Because it's a reason for Spaced Out to fight, and I think in the early stages of the game, I think they just roll fights. I mean, Taka is able to pilot this Anubis really well, but the strengths of Anubis is his early game. I think this stage of the game, it's just so much harder for him to live, really. I think some of the synergy shown from a Spaced Out, however, they look like a really sort of well-oiled team, like just the way they play with each other, the synergy shown through their team fights, which is especially surprising with how they swap around their team members. it's really impressive to see how well they've bonded so early on into the season, honestly.
Yeah, very good amount of synergy on Space Tower. They do have a lot of like very, good players. The tier list that will come out short. Well, after the Greener Brigade and Experienced RP set later on at 8 p.m. That'll probably showcase how many like upper players they have. Some of the best players in this division in their respective roles. But you just still have some very good players too. Cookie Monster, I'd say, is one of the better solo laners. This is very good at support. Akane has these moments. Ghost Rider, he can improve.
He definitely has the room for improvement. I think that's the one thing with Ghost Rider. Knowing him personally, he takes feedback really well. He's always looking through the
Exactly.
field. I mean, he could be a completely new player from the end of the season. He's definitely got potential.
Definitely. As the season goes on, it'll be interesting to see how he progresses as
This is exactly what we'll
Yggdrasil
need.
just took Fire Giant for free, basically.
Why haven't they been doing this for the last 27 minutes, Sprinters? Honestly.
Why did they not do this when they have a lead? I'm not sure. They made the game hard for themselves just to go pick up the Fire
Yeah,
Giant
they're
for
playing
free.
on hard mode.
Poor awareness by Spaced Out there. To not know, have really any vision on the Fire Giant and to not, be on that timer. Good play by Yggdrasil to be on that timer and just get it and be aware that they're not aware and just pick it up for free. That could turn the game around quite well. I mean, it's still like a 8,000 goal lead or something like that. 7,500 goal lead. But yeah, it's pretty huge. They can definitely get some T2s and T1s here. They're still Space Out still have 2 T1s up.
Yeah, definitely. Also, referring back to something earlier, I've personally just received insider information that Roosteroo with the Gebel was looking to blink. However, a minion may or may not have briefed him.
Yeah, that happens
earlier.
every day. That's a daily thing.
It does happen. You should see some of Ket Monster's scatty blink ults, It can be rough sometimes, blink, but sometimes you get them good plays, and I think Rice has definitely had more of those good plays than not this game. He's looking incredible on the Geb. I think the stat line really doesn't show how pivotal he's been in Spaced Out's success this game.
I have the right idea. Rice definitely did have the right idea, but that's okay, because Linus in the back here, free of charge, and so is Big Man Jesus. Ghost Rider gonna take down Roosteroo. Takane's trapped into Gabrakan walls. Gabrakan gonna go down here. Takane gonna go down to Liner. Breath of Frenzy coming out from Cookie Monster. Bit late on that one, but that's okay. Also, going down from Alyssa here. Liner's gonna get the kill onto Fredders, just about. Liner might go down here. Oh, great!
Nice,
Pause by Ginger Arthur.
Oh my goodness.
Alyssa getting the kill onto Liner. They're very low.
This fight's so messy. What is happening?
Cookie Monster trying to chase down. Ginger Archer, sorry, trying to chase down Cookie Monster here, and he's gonna get away. That was a fight. That was an interesting fight.
Yeah.
And Alyssa getting that kill on Liner.
Individual plays from both sides. I think Ghost Rider, I mean, we were just saying on him how he has this potential. He did really well. The two good picks that he got that fight. His stat line's 3 and 3. Did die though, unfortunately, and I think Ginger Archer on the other side, Giannis doing so much damage. Top of the player damage charts is Giannis. Is really good. On the other side, Taka having a rough time of it on this Anubis. I think his impact mainly came early game. I think he's been struggling more as the game's gone on. He is going into bits of defense, which I think really amplifies. He knows he's struggling, but hopefully it just adds a bit of longevity, so Anubis can pump out the sustained damage that he brings in the fights.
Yeah, we just see the Magai's Cloak. I like the Magai's Cloak pickup. Geb knockup can be yikes. Quebec and stun could be yikes. There's quite a lot of heavy CC that can really just end your life if you're a squishy character. The Magai's Cloak is a pretty good pickup here.
Yeah, definitely can really just be so flexible in and around team fights. Can play a bit riskier and get away with it, which I think that's sort of Ghost Rider's play style. He does go for the risky plays. Sometimes they work out really well, and sometimes they can go a bit rough. But it really, I think, facilitates the way he wants to play.
Spaced Out getting that free Oni Fury, that should lead some pressure into the lanes, as this Fire Giant is going to come up shortly. This is going to back beforehand to maybe pick up some items, some wards. They
Yeah,
have, you just still have the ground on Fire Giant right now, and Spaced Out are going to be a bit late to it maybe.
yeah, this is perfect for Yggdrasil again to just burn this Fire Giant. Frenzy not fully upgraded yet for Alyssa, which may make it a bit
Liner
harder.
may get caught out here. Very
Interesting positioning here.
Liner's gonna get knocked up here.
Good pull.
Great
Yana
pull and
well.
moment Victor to be able to get out of that. It's a bit
God.
of poor position by Liner there.
Yeah, thankfully they have that Janus. I think it'd be a completely different story, but with 2 ults down, they really have the initiative around this Fire Giant. Frenzy will be popped. There's
Future still gets the Fire Giant here. Ghost Rider may go down though. Also getting that kill onto Big Man Jesus goes down too to Cookie Monster. Ginger Archer in the backline here.
he's going crazy. Shell used that by Alyssa as well.
That was enhanced Fire Giant by the way, so this could be a very good opportunity to get a good siege into this game and try and take this game into the hands of Yggdrasil.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Yggdrasil in the later stages of the game, honestly. I think... Oh, is this a pause? Is this a pause? What's
It's
come out?
definitely a normal pause. We will just, hopefully it's not too long.
Yeah, I think Yggdrasil, I'm quite impressed. Spaced Out, in my opinion, regarded as one of the top teams in the league. I think the 33-minute game, and they've had the initiative, especially in these later stages of the game, I'm quite impressed. I think, once again, if they really pushed those objectives earlier and got a bigger lead earlier on, I think this game may or may not be over in the favor of Yggdrasil.
Yeah, they definitely threw a bit not getting that, pushing that early lead, trying to snowball it, because it allowed Spaced Out to come back a bit and have the lead for a bit. But now they've gotten 2 Fire Giants now. This is an enhanced Fire Giant this time. So now maybe the siege goes a bit better here on the left side. The last time they sieged this, they did get caught out quite a bit. A 4-for-4 trade on both ends. As we do see this team of space split right now. Liner's showing face, and Ginger Archer's just behind. Looks like they're gonna back off here. Zakani goes to still around the mid lane. They need to get over here pretty fast. They want to siege this. Their Phoenix.
Yeah, definitely. They are. Looks like they're still going for it. I think builds, gold not really mattering now. Builds are fully online. Toxic Blade is built by Liner again, so gonna make oh, good engage beads out there.
Good Kraken by Big Man Jesus getting the kill on Fredders. Ghost Rider 62 going down, also getting the kill. Lots of damage coming out.
Low.
And Liner gets the kill to Alyssa and a Dia side. Triple kill by somebody apparently. According to the announcer, I'm not sure who got that triple kill.
No, I have no idea. That was such a messy fight.
Was that Outso or Liner? I'm not sure.
I think it was Outso, maybe. I actually couldn't tell. It looks like this could be game here. Tower is down in duo side and 30 seconds on timers. Fredus going to be the first one up. I mean, I think this mainly comes down to, I think, the side of Spaced Out, their team fight sort of comp is just way better, in my opinion, than Yggdrasil. I think, again, if they had the ability to push them leads earlier in the game, where sort of items mattered, they could have looked for it, but everyone...
The siege was just a bit off on the side of Proteus with Yggdrasil there, and that cost them the first game of this set. And that goes game 1 to Spaced Out.
Really impressive showing from both teams throughout different stages of the game, though.
Yeah, I mean it's back and forth with the pressure and the momentum. We saw it early on that Yggdrasil had it. They had the early pressure. They had a bit of a goal lead, and then Spaced Out pulled it back through objective plays, and then yeah, potentially Yggdrasil gets 2 fire giants for free basically, and then yeah, then they just have a bad siege or two, and it led to the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think the one thing though is that so many good performances on both teams. It's I it's so as a caster, it's so annoying like watching that and just seeing the lack of gold furies because I think this really could have gone the way of Yggdrasil. Even then I think they should be really happy with how they performed in that game. Even if they didn't get the victory, I just think a few things to tighten up on, like those objectives, the calling for objectives and invades and stuff like that around how they construct their comp. I think they could definitely be a top team.
Yeah, exactly. So we will go straight into the next game just shortly.
At it, printers.
MVP for game 1? You kind of have to give it to Ginger Archer, I feel like maybe. Maybe Ginger Archer? Yeah, I think Ginger Archer gets that one,
Yeah,
right?
I would. Outso kept. I think Outso did Outso do more damage, or is that 100 less? I can't tell if that's a 7 or
It's
a 2.
100 less, but the
100
plays
less.
Ginger Archer did, with
I
those
think
portals were
Outso was quiet
huge.
for much more of a game than Ginger Archer were. Some of his portals were incredible. I mean, he piloted the Yanis so well. And he is off roll, by the way. That mid is not his usual role.
Yeah, he's usually
mainly
the
an ADC player.
ADC, yeah. And I do believe he'll be playing it in the next game here.
Yeah, I've heard some things that he could be doing that.
Heard some rumblings.
Yeah.
Du, du, du.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be really happy with some of the plays he made on Yanis. Could potentially be a contender for Yanis on the official player pairings with gods,
The unofficial.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're official, all right.
Oh, they're official.
Yeah, they've
I
got to be.
welcome it. I welcome it for sure. So we will go straight into the next pick and bans. I will delay a bit, Mr. Cat Monster, because I'm horribly unorganized as usual, as you'll come to expect. So boom. That is so wrong, but you know what? That's okay. It's the wrong sides. I'll just fix that, no problem. You know me. This is Galera Smartly quality. Always
Of
on
course,
the
only the finest.
only the finest, of course. Like we can't have everything be perfect, okay? Or anything. for that matter. We go into why are we going into post game? We are not going into post game. We are going into the pick and ban screen, please. Welcome me here. Thank you. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, let's do the pick and bans for this. So first off, we see a cleaner ban. We see a Bastet ban, Harley ban, a Shiva ban, a Thoth ban. Wahaha. Yeah, very general bans so far. The only interesting one is the Agni. Maybe a target ban. Maybe Kali also. Kali's an interesting ban as well. Maybe also a target ban.
I'm a bit surprised they like the Gilgamesh through. I think Big Man Jesus probably been the best Gilgamesh he's seen. I mean, he has been incredible on the Gilgamesh in games. I mean, he's still such a strong god. I think you really can't let Gilgamesh through. He brings a blend of early pressure and incredible team fight. And I think having that, even though his numbers have been sort of reduced so much, they're still fairly effective.
Okay, let's talk about it. Did we expect?
Yeah, we'll expect.
I heard you stutter a little bit there.
I
did. We expect it.
It did take me back a bit. Early A-Wheelix pick. Now, A-Wheelix has the potential to take over games. The way she sort of counters gods with leaps, you know, her early pressure as well is pretty good. And A-Wheelix with a lead, you always have to run away from, and that's when A-Wheelix is at her best. If you just
Oh, is
leave-
Matt echoing? Am I trolling? I'm trolling. I got you, bro. Don't worry. He's spaced out,
I
exactly.
am spaced out, I've ascended.
Spaced out's new signing coming mid-season for sure, definitely.
Oh, I hope. If only.
As we do see the Merlin lock here, Slay King X, you know, known for that Merlin.
He is incredible on Merlin. I think the game he played against Wiener Brigade, he did so well on Merlin, pumped out so much damage. Cthulhu as well. Yeah, this team fight from Spaced Out is honestly terrifying, just based on their top 3 picks.
This is the difference between, say, Spaced Out and some of the other teams in this league, is that they pick around team fighting.
That's where they've looked their best, especially in last game. Their synergy is just incredible.
They're just on the same wavelength for the most part, which is insane when you think about it, because like Lina doesn't have, you know, comms basically, so it's insane like how much synergy they've garnered. Is that the right word? I don't know. Over what, 2 weeks, maybe a week or 2?
Yeah, 2 weeks. God, it feels like ages already.
It does. Or the I don't even want to talk about the other division.
We don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about the other division.
The grief division, if you will.
Absolute troll division.
Alyssa, back on this Atlas pick though. Sorry, I just fully cut you off.
No, it's cool.
She looked really good on the Atlas last game, I think. Going into this game, it synergizes well with the A-Wheelix. I assume they'll look for more knockups, because, I mean, the rest of their comp. Baba Yaga ult can knock up, but you're not really going to be getting it consistently.
So, as the coach of Yggdrasil, I need to talk to whoever's making these shots to pick, and like whoever is, you know, Ghost Rider, you know, to maybe not pick a Wheelix basically first.
Funnily enough, we did have a discussion about an hour ago with Ghost Rider himself about the A-Wheelix, and A-Wheelix is one of those gods, really high skill to play like at a cap. Like obviously some of the plays you can make with the feather step, getting those immunity frames, really good. I think to really boost her as well though, you need the comp around it, and if you pick it this early, they can just like Terra, for example. Yom has looked really good. Alfie played that this week. They can just, you know, certain gods can really shut down A-Wheelix and how effective she can be, which is why, as strong as she can be, she really needs to be reserved for sort of bottom 3 picks, maybe even bottom 2. Just like, because how she can go either way. She can hard carry a game, or she can get absolutely fragged.
Yeah, no, the second pick Wheelix kind of troll for sure. It just, you know, kills a lot of her potential. You know, if you pick it further forth, you know, that's understandable because you can see that team comp and you can pick it around it. You know, if they have a bunch of leaps and stuff. Did you see a Jing Wei ban? Is I'd say it's a pretty good ban. You know, Jing Wei's, you know, like a top hunter right now. You know, and has that knockup as well. Yeah. Exactly. So just like an instant knockup basically, and putting that in the middle of a team fight, especially in like a corridor, puts your whole team up in the air, and that's not fun.
No, not at all. I'm trying to think actually who they can still pick. I mean, got King Arthur maybe. I mean, not really the most meta. Same with Cullen and the solo lane. I'm just trying to think. I'm Yorm free. Maybe Yorm ult actually. Yorm could be the pick. Don't know how Achilles is picked. Probably just for a counter match up to Cthulhu, I guess.
Yeah.
And Tsukuyomi. Now, here's something interesting. They've already got a solo laner and a jungler in Gilgamesh. This is going to be Tsukuyomi ADC and Athena. That duo lane matchup. Now it looks troll. Trust me. It is unbelievably good. I mean, you've got the Tsukuyomi ult, Athena ult sort of combo just to get into that backline. I mean, you've got the mitigations, the protections, like... I mean, you can taunt into the Caltrops and just apply that damage. The Caltrops and the slow, I believe it slows. It definitely slows. Surely it slows. I feel like it does. I think it's such a good pairing, and I'm sure Ginger Archer likes it if he's going into it. He feels comfortable into it. So heavy dive as well with the Cthulhu, the Athena, the Gilgamesh, Tsukiyomi as well. I really like this team fight comp from Spaced Out.
Yeah, very heavy, strong teamfight presence for sure. And then you see the side of percentage yourself, not so much, you know. Riggs needs that setup, and she doesn't have much of it at all. I don't think she has any setup of it, actually, really. You got the knockup, the Atlas knockup, but I don't think that counts as a knockup, really. It does if you do it from a range, right?
The Atlas knockup, yes. That is
the only knockup on that team, besides the Riggs herself.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of other picks. I mean, I really would have liked the Yom Strangely. I think it has looked good this week. I mean,
Alpha 01, it popped off of that. I think it went 7-0, maybe 7-1.
Yeah, on the Diamond Arrow build, it's quite
against
a good build
one of the
Yom.
better teams in the league too. Just built different.
Yeah, definitely. I think.
Against
I
the
like
number one
Achilles.
Cylilia too.
Yeah.
Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, I like Achilles' matchup into Cthulhu. Obviously, I think it's a really good matchup. Into this comp, however, I think picking Awilix this early, it just to draft like they have just isn't the play, in my opinion.
I'm a dumbass.
You could put it that way.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a dumbass. You know, we do a bit of dumbassery over here at Glow's My League. I put it on the league and not myself because it's definitely just the league. It's not me.
Of course.
Exactly. I've never been. Nothing. No. Can't even entertain the idea of that I've ever done anything wrong. Nah.
Surely not. It's impossible.
Couldn't be me. Nah.
Have a look at builds. Bluestone for the Tsukiyomi. Fair. That's probably not bad. Caltrop's really good at applying it. It allows him to clear a bit better. Looks like he's going into a Soul Reaver. Not Soul Reaver, Soul Eater. Sorry, whoops. Slip of a tongue. Not too bad. Allows him to keep up and sustain in the wave.
Who's going for a Soul Eater?
In the lane, sorry. You are sorry?
Who's going for a Soul Eater, sorry? Oh, Tsukiyomi?
Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, I'll definitely probably be the choice of item there. I don't see him going to Faust Gauntlet. Can he even build the Faust? I think he can.
He can. He
Yeah.
can. But would you want to?
Why not? You know, why not?
Would be pretty troll.
Oh no, Lion's getting pinged out here. Spotted at her blue buff. That could be pretty huge. Did they not know who was maybe like solo? Maybe? I'm not sure.
Surely Achilles support, no? Atlas solo? Why wouldn't it be? Let's have a look at builds. Alyssa opting for a Frenzy this game. I like that. I think their level 1, Athena Tsukiyomi, will be a bit rough. I think once they get a few levels, I think their ability to brawl will get a lot better.
Clearing just about the same time there. Gonna get on the lane fairly, you know, even. Battle Frenzy coming out from Alyssa to get that huge pressure. Ginger Archer and Manga just backing off here. Oh yeah, we should probably mention Manga coming in for this game. And Slay King's in mid. Ginger Archer moving over to the AC role for outside.
Oh no.
The big man just does get the first blood there, by the way. Just happens.
That is not what you want against a Gilgamesh.
Especially against this team that will definitely play for the objectives and snowball this lead. Manga might get caught out here. Great. Disarm, stun, both.
Yeah, they did do both.
Fulu, maybe gonna kill onto Cookie Monster here. Cookie Monster's gonna go down. Lion does get the kill.
No.
That's not a good start for Protectors of Yggdrasil. Good disarm. Who is the support here? Is it Ginger Archer or Manga?
Who is it? Yeah.
Because
Very interchangeable, you know.
G-Charger's doing a lot of
The
peeling.
Tsukiyomi pick, it just allows for all this flexibility, you know. It was
It was a
thought
flex
about.
pick, for sure.
You know, whoever's carrying harder, whoever gets those early kills, you know, just adjust the builds a bit. And you know,
A
can
Keen
work out.
Alpha with the Fowler's Gauntlet. Why?
That is disgusting. Why would they do that? How
like,
long ago was this, for context? Lag?
Manga getting caught out once again with the Ginger Archer
Oh
peel.
my goodness. Atlas going in big though. It's so good. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
with Atlas
Ginger
Dash.
Archer might
Just
go
seen him
down
going in.
here. Oh, Fred is just missing his
Oh, no.
autos.
Gilgamesh is here now.
Alyssa getting pushed, kicked into the tower there by Big Man Jesus. What a great rotation. Slay King's here with him.
Oh,
Fred is
this
going
is-
down. 4-0, going into
This is-
2 minutes.
What is happening?
This is a different contrast from the game 1 so far. And Purple Wolf going to get stolen too. A surrender fight has started.
A surrender. Oh dear.
I mean,
Tilt
do you...
maybe on the side of Yggdrasil.
Oh wait, no, I believe actually Spaced Out did that surrender fight.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember being told about that one.
That is an interesting little fact.
Yes.
Oh dear. I mean, this is a thing with Gilgamesh. It's 3 minutes into the game. He's been involved in 4 kills, and I mean, he's good throughout the game. He's so good early. His ult in team fight late game. I mean,
Oh, Cthulhu, Liner getting the kill onto Cookie Monster
Solo
here.
Dolo.
Solo Dolo. Put that one on the tier list.
Surely Liner goes up a bit here.
Well, from nothing, maybe. Will be a debut in the tier list for sure. Alyssa gonna maybe trying to get this kill onto Manga here. Doesn't get it. More peel by
Manga's
Ginger.
support though does come out and peel with the Tsukiyomi slow. Really good of him to take up that role.
I'm glad that they have 2 supports in the tier lane. Really fighting for that team fight.
Oh dear. 2-level lead now in solo lane for the Cthulhu. That is not what you want as an Achilles, who is probably favoured into that matchup.
The Big Man Jesus roaming around. Oh, protected Yggdrasil's back camps here. Maybe for ganking. Could gank this middle lane here. Bobby Yaga's a bit pushed up. The little pushed up is Takane. And he's gonna get kicked, but he's gonna use the beads. He's gonna get away. Luckily, thanks to the purification beads. Goes for the game poked out, just saying, go away by Slay King. Just get out of here. Don't even
Yeah.
think about it.
Had used his flicker, so he was a bit vulnerable, but I think with his build, he's going into a Doom Orb. He is looking to add to that mobility. Allows Merlin to play a bit more aggressively once he has that moving speed. Potential for an ult here. Doesn't go for it.
Is that not 30%? That's huge.
That does look like 30%.
Oh, Slay King getting a kill. It's a fight happening.
What
Fred
is
has
happening?
killed Big Man Jesus. I don't know how it happened. Slay King
Penal, a huge taunt.
to Kane.
Oh.
Great ability by Kane to get that kill on the Slay King. What happened? Oh,
This
we're
game
going to
is
slow mode. Hang on.
this game is something.
Get off slow mode.
This is live. This is so live right now.
It's so live. This is a live game for sure. I did say it was live. Technically not wrong. Cookie Monster goes out of here. Liner still gonna push this. Not gonna, stay for it though. He's not gonna get much out of him. Might get rotated on by Alyssa and Ghost Rider here. Liner should be
It's out
careful.
of mana as well, the Cthulhu, so has to be careful.
Yeah.
Looks like she can get away.
There he
Ooh.
turns around for that. Does not get knocked up there. Does get knocked up anyways. Ghost Rider didn't ult that.
Didn't
Interesting.
ult.
Doesn't like the ultimate. Liner survives and Big Man Jesus gets the kill on Ghost Rider 62. Bit of a misplay by Ghost Rider there, say the
Yes.
least.
Indeed.
It's very behind as it is as well.
not fun when you're playing AWLX to be behind. I mean, people will just
Yeah.
look at you, run at them, and kill you very quickly. That is rough. Doomorb is online now for slaking as well, which is just going to help him rotate, be effective around the map. Can take his even actually. It's not the worst. Manga low here.
Manga is gonna get caught out here. Takane does get that kill. Atlas ult, Alyssa's ult was used there. Big Man Jesus looking to get a kill onto Takane. Might regret that leap though. Alyssa's right here with no mana though. Goes to 60, gets the kill. Slakey gets the kill onto Alyssa. And Takane goes down. Ghost Rider gonna get away, looks like. Slakey gets a, what was that, a double kill for Slakey?
Yeah,
I believe it was.
I'm gonna say you can't let this man get Merlin.
Slakey with a double kill!
Aye.
I'm not sure what happened there. Did Ghost Rider trying to go back in? Or did he get flickered on? Like, that sucks.
You can't let him get Merlin anymore. He's looked
For
way
sure.
too good on Merlin.
Morton's what, the danger pick.
Morton's
So
best looking right now. Seeing this abomination.
That is a Morton danger pick right there for sure. Elena ulting in here. Cookie Monster gonna get knocked up. Cookie Monster's gonna go down. Liner predicting that ultimate very well and getting that kill onto Cookie Monster. Another solo. Manga did ult in just a bit late, but did, you know, is there, you know, Liner does get that kill onto Cookie Monster there. Second solo onto Cookie Monster. Dude, Cookie Monster's a very solid, you know, solo laner. I had him like, you know, top, maybe the second best solo laner.
He looked too bad actually into Anarcho Mushroom, I believe it was. He looked pretty good. I think Cookie Monster actually looked like probably the best player that day on his team.
Yeah, for sure. He was definitely holding out for sure, especially on that Cthulhu pick. Using the Cthulhu kit very well to make space and whatnot. Big Man Jesus getting a kick into Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's gonna get his 5th death of this game so far. I have to point out the numbers. I have to.
Numbers. That is what Smite is. It's just numbers. Numbers mean everything.
It's binary. It's just a bunch of binary. But you know, Ghost Rider's death count overrides binary right now. At least single-digit binary.
Yeah, I must admit, AWLX. Oh, Manga goes down. Good pick by Taka.
To Manga there. Takane might get picked out by Jesus. Jesus just kryptonite with Takane today. Alyssa going down 2 to slaking. I'm sorry, but this jungle mid, like,
this is the best jungle mid in the league. I'm sorry.
For sure, for certain, has to be. Like, there's so much synergy. They're just on the same wavelength.
I've been on the receiving end of this Merlin Gilgamesh combo, and oh my, it is a rough one. It is bad.
Cookie Monster. I don't know why I'm spectating this all line.
Yeah, bit of a snooze.
I keep clicking 1, and for some reason 1 is not.
Is going towards solo. Could look for something here though.
We'll see what happens. Miner's not even paying attention. Oh, I think he was baiting the knockout. Ghost Rider does walk away from there. Ginger Archer getting a kill onto Treaders. There's so much happening around the map.
It's too strong. This game is so chaotic. 20 kills in 10 minutes.
There's so much happening around the map, I can't keep up.
It's definitely a fun game, that's for sure. Gold Fury gonna go down. Merlin is so good around these Gold Furies. I think Merlin, in contrast to the Anubis early game, while he doesn't pump out as much damage as Anubis, obviously lacking the ultimate, his objective sort of damage is similar. I'd say it's comparable. And Merlin's late game payoff, on the other hand, is so much better than Anubis. I think that was shown in the ability that they picked up that Gold Fury there. I mean, he's 5-1 anyways. He's, you know, it's a difficult one. Top player damage, yeah.
Yeah, he's been pumping out a lot of abilities and they've been hitting. That's what you gotta ask for from a mid lane.
Yeah, definitely.
Using that start switch. Listen, might get caught out here. Big Man Jesus on the chase. Gonna walk into Fredders potentially. This one is pretty low as well. Takane using the Baba Yaga. Oh,
That's a huge Baba Yaga ult, actually.
good
Chunk
space
slaking
out.
there.
Yeah, zoning out. Flaking and Mungo very well there, pumping some damage onto him.
I must say, Taka is not doing that badly. I think through stages of both games, he's looked like Yggdrasil's best player, in my opinion. I think he's really holding his own. Granted, Big Man Jesus.
He's
making
against
it
the number
hard
one
to-
mid, for sure.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
makes
the
it a
number
bit
one
harder.
mid.
Fredus getting the kill to
Potentially the number one
Manga.
player in the league.
Chicha Archer.
He's
pushing it away.
piloting this Tsukiyomi so well.
Ghost Rider looking like gank onto Lion takes a heavy amount of damage. Lion could ult here and get the, maybe a double kill. Honestly, Ghost Rider's gonna
Please.
go down. Cookie Monster's also in trouble. Lion can get a double kill here. He's gonna chase it. Still chasing it.
No, please.
Ulted
going for
away.
it. She got the 2.
Gonna get the kill. Double kill for Liner there. Poor decision by Ghost Rider.
That was an official 1v2. Big Man Jesus had no input.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a
Try.
danger pick.
Danger pick. So many danger picks on this team. I mean,
We got the Tsukiyomi ADC. Don't want to be seeing that. That's a definitely a danger pick.
honestly, this is first pick in the draft diff, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Just picking the Rex that early just allows the other teams to pick around it, and then you don't want a team to pick around your Relix pick. You want to pick around their picks. You know, you see a bunch of AC with a leap. You see maybe a mid with a leap. Does any mid actually have a leap? I don't know. Maybe an assassin with a leap.
Raijin,
Scylla can be called. Yeah.
Discordia.
Oh yeah,
Persephone.
Discordia. I think this Persephone can't be pulled in her
Yeah, she
league.
can. She can.
CC immune, because why not have some CC immunity?
True. In her leap, I think she can. I'm almost positive, as the Persephone man myself.
I'm pretty sure she's CC immune, so I don't think she does.
In her leap, she's not.
Interesting. Wait, her leap.
Yeah, in her leap, she's not CC immune.
Interesting. Wait, I'm trying to go to Archer here. My bindings are all over the place right now. See, Ghost Rider's around the area. I would like to see him farming more. Be more on those jungle timers to get that some XP back. Instead, leeches off feathers.
Interesting.
Just
Sure,
out of
Fred is
position.
probably
Not
too happy with
sure
that
what's
one.
going on. Angry
Four
coach
level-
noises.
Oh, 3-level lead in solo. That's
Yeah, Lion's
into a-
going huge right now.
into a matchup which should favor Achilles as well. I'm quite intrigued that the runic shield wasn't picked up first. Actually,
Yeah, you might want some magic protections against the Cthulhu. It does chunk quite a bit, especially with the start of going like Jade Emperors and all that sort of build-in order that's happening with the Guardians in Smite, in solo, not Smite.
Guardians have been a mainstay.
Cookie Monster
like a
once
year now.
again ulting away, but doesn't like he might
I think
get
this
away
class
here.
is as bullying at this point. This is a hard watch.
Lion really showing a position into this division right now, the league. Chicha Archer looking to go back onto Fredus, take a huge amount of damage from that ultimate.
My
It's gonna go
goodness.
down. That is ridiculous. Unless it's gonna probably go down with him. Not unless Ghost Rider has anything to say about it. Gonna go for Manga. Actually gets an ultimate. That is huge. But Alyssa slaking with the rotation. Takane trying to zone out. Alyssa's getting taunted. Takane just takes so much damage away. Ghost Rider going in. It's gonna go down despite the Aegis Amulet. Alyssa go down. Triple kill. Double kill.
My
aside.
man, 7-1. I think Cookie Monster was still dead from the solo gank earlier.
Yes.
My goodness, Snowy is 7-1 slaking here.
DSI, they're gonna push for the T2, and why not? If nobody's up to defend it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna go for the Onifew instead, for sure. They're still in the Stimmy Timmies, or whatever you would like to call them, the Obsolisks, as well.
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy, Timmy, Stimmy.
We have to see though damage. Which A-Wheelix is more infamous? Is it Opec D's or is it Riders?
Vexing, just stop picking OX. I need to look at a stats. I have a god stats sheet, and I need to see what our stats are like right now because they're way not so pretty.
Nope XD did 4,032. I know that because he said to me.
Right
have a
now,
look.
Ghost Rider is already doing better than No
Oh, he's
XD.
done-
So-
That's it. Nathan is in the mud.
No XD has. No XD's an interesting player because sometimes he pops off, and then most of the time he just does really bad. It makes no
Yeah.
sense because I know he's a good player, but he's just not showing it too much. Hopefully,
No.
he has some better
rough.
performances.
Number 6 jungler, maybe?
That would be Ghost Rider actually.
Oh,
I'm
come on,
for.
bro. But he's done more damage on a Helix, surely. There's no way.
Maybe I
he's
have to
done
reconsider.
that. Maybe. I think Nathan would be too happy with that one, but, you know, the numbers don't lie.
Numbers do not lie.
A leap in there from Big Man Jesus. Taka able to get away, though. I just think for Taka, even though he's been
Oh,
doing
Linus
good-
doing it again. Ghost Rider's here for some
My
reason.
goodness, this is filth. I'm gonna struggle with MVP for this game, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, this. If you're watching from the other teams, you know who to ban, I guess. Like, you don't want Lion like a Cthulhu. You don't want Big Man Jesus on that Gilgan. You definitely don't want that Slaking on Merlin. These are definitely some bans that you want to be looking at potentially if you're playing a spaced out team.
Say danger picks.
Danger picks for sure.
That could be the word.
I see Morton in his spreadsheet right now. Typing in.
Morton has got his glasses on. He is hard at work right now.
Absolutely. I need to make that like a Twitch emote danger pick. Oh yeah, I need to do that.
Has to be. GSL, home of the danger picks.
There's a lot of good like memes in this community so far.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. Low division. I mean, it's
We got-
perfect. That sort of stuff.
For
I mean,
sure.
you've got Melissa. You've got
We've got a Wheelix.
yeah, Felix just being cursed.
We've got 4,000 damage. We got
Yeah, danger pick. That's
Danger
the classic
pick.
one.
Oh.
I think the Ket miss clip. That's an infamous one.
Cunt Snapper,
Same.
Kent Monster, and Cunt Snapper.
The dynamic duo.
Shame we haven't seen much of Cunt Snapper since that prospect game.
No,
Kind of crazy.
he's been off the grid. Unfortunately, one day he'll return though.
He'll come back with vengeance to cut
Yeah,
some
the
snaps.
best.
He's gonna snap some cunts for sure.
Come on, bro. This is a PG stream.
The
Morton
game
is in chat right now. He is giving his input, and you know
he has
he is.
down.
he has seen this, and he is trembling in his boots.
He's I would say he's probably like what's the word? Foaming from his mouth right now at these danger picks.
I've heard from a little bird he may be casting later as well. We could ask for his opinion while we're at it.
I am not a little bird, but you know.
Just a saying, just a saying.
You know, we'll see. Yeah, it'll be an exciting set next later at 8 p.m. British summertime. British.
British, England, Stella,
Beerus Harpies versus
a reconstructed
Wiener
Wiener
Brigades. Yes. Ginger Archer might go down here. Maybe not. Mango, some good
he still
hill.
alive?
He's still alive. Where did that healing come from? Where did that healing come from?
Oh my, this is.
Ghost Rider's
chaos.
gonna go down. Unfortunate. No! Ghost Rider might get out of here. Mango's on the chase.
He's better than Nathan.
Oh, Snakey does
Never
get
mind,
the.
Nathan's better. Sorry.
I mean. Ginger Archer.
That is interesting. A silver branch pick up here in the A-Wheelix.
That is. Troll.
That is an interesting
That is
one.
not even interesting, that is troll. I can't even justify that.
The ult gives attack speed, no?
Yes, but why? I mean, she hasn't even been using the ult.
That is true.
So this is gonna go. Well, not gonna go down, I would assume. Great. Oh,
Oh, a huge pull!
but could we maybe see the end of the game here as a Titan? No. gonna back away here.
Oh dear.
Jesus,
Going
what are you
in?
doing?
What is
If he does not get punished here, I don't know what to say. Oh, Big Red Jesus
Big
with
Mesh
the
is
fudge. Snake, he
incoming.
gets a kill to Alyssa. This is giving me game. It looks like Ghost Rider with the ult, but nothing coming out of it. Deicide, what can you do? Pokemon's up in 2 seconds,
Oh,
but it's not gonna be enough.
I just can't. You can't give this man Merling. You can't give Lena Cthulhu. You can't give Big Man Jesus this. I mean, it looks like you can't give Ginger Archer Tsukiyomi. I think he's
Yeah, I
actually
guess.
outdone traumatized on the iconic godparents. I'm updating it right away.
That is
Honestly,
insane how that game played out, especially with the first game was so close, back and forth, and then the second game, just absolute domination by Spaced
that
Out
is
there.
that is chaotic. 21,000 damage from the Tsukiyomi. I think I'd have to give it to him. On such a spicy pick to put out those numbers.
Yeah, it's him. It's gotta be him. I mean, Big Man Jesus.
Even
It's
over
going on. Big
over
Man Jesus damage.
2v1
What's
and
going on there?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's not a danger pick after all.
Yeah, trash. Absolutely
I think
trash.
even over Slaking stat line and how well Lena did and got the 2v1, I just think on that pick to do output that much damage, it is honestly filth.
There was
I'm
so much going on in that game, and just really good everything by Spaced Out there, and yeah, just potentially Yggdrasil just didn't get to play the game. Really, the Weedix pick was just troll in itself, and Cookie
it
Monster
was
had the
bad.
counter pick, but couldn't do much about Linus Cthulhu today. Fredus got Tsukiyomi diffed. Ikane did okay. It was doing pretty well, used the Baba Yaga kit pretty well to its
Yeah, Taki
advantage to zone out
in
and
the
whatnot.
best game two, probably their player of the set.
Yeah,
I would
for sure.
argue.
If not Ghost Rider 62.
Of
Alyssa,
course.
didn't really get to play the game either, so
No, she definitely looked good on the Atlas. So I think they should look to play around the Atlas more. I
for
genuinely think
sure.
some of the pulls and the uses of the ult were quite good,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
even in game one, it turned some of the fights. So
Yeah,
not all
definitely.
negatives from this set. I mean, game one they should
Game one they should
specifically be
take
happy
away
with.
with Smile and work on the early game. Like, what, the early game was good, they just didn't take advantage of the early game that they had. That's the only thing. And then game two they just didn't have an early game. They didn't have a game at all. None of them hit level 18. um Highest level on their team is 17. It's not looking good. Didn't look good so far on that game for them.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
That
that would
is
be Spaced Out versus potentially Yggdrasil.
a fun set. Probably the most fun set I've watched. This season so far. I think game one was definitely fun to watch, how close it was, and game two, the picks, how they played, some of the just how that game played out was good. It was really good content.
Yeah, that was a very entertaining set, and we will hopefully have an entertaining set at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. Experienced Harpies versus the Wiener Brigade. Finally happening. We're officially on week 3, but this is a week 2 game. Because roster issues. Allowed an
What happened?
extension till Wednesday. What happened? I don't know. People suck at Smite game. I don't know.
I do.
But yeah, we'll see you for that. Hopefully. I've been Printers. He's been the Cat Monster,
That is me,
the
the
official
real one.
Cat Monster. We'll see you in what, like an hour or 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. I'll be joined by Morton probably, and hopefully someone else, so I don't have to cast. That'd be epic.
Ooh. Right.
Yeah, thank you for joining. That'll be all. Do do do.